welcome back to the channel. My name is Coach David Butler. Today we're going to talk about pro formation, one of my favourite formations in football, and it's my go-to in a lot of situations. We're going to talk about the pro formation and a few little wrinkles that I feel that you can use or you can adapt to fit you to what you do to optimise the use of your pro gun, your split back formation in your split back series. Um, for me, I'm a big fan of the pro formation. Uh, I like it because of the if I have to choose one of the two back stuff that I do, and we do things with fullbacks and sniffers and king queen and stuff. If I have to an I formation, if I have to choose one two back formation, this will be it. This was the wrinkle that I brought to the offense that I ran in 2013 in my first year as an offensive coordinator. We were strictly a four wide team at that point. Uh, Air raid at its purest form. When I took over the job, I wanted to put my stamp on it as a former running back as well. I like the idea of getting those backs in the backfield. And what I like about the pro formation is that you can have two straight up dudes at running back. You can bring in your H and have him as a hybrid. You can even get a fullback in there and have him as a fullback as well as having a leader blocker and stuff, as well as having the not just the traditional fullback king queen stuff. So lots of ways that we can utilize our pro formation. Now I'm sure that when we all install our pro stuff, we still run inside zone off of it and outside zone off of it. And our pass game, for the most part, it doesn't change so much because that right side of the concept is usually still intact, and we get our backs out on routes and stuff. And so our passing game isn't really affected too much by the pro look. Um, so for me, the pro formation is a big winner. I'm a big fan of it. And if anybody who knows me, who's versed me or has played for me, will know that the pro formation is a huge staple of my own offense. So what I thought I'd do today was just go through some clips of my own and some of the other stuff as well. The idea is that if you are running the pro formation or you're trying to run the pro formation, a few wrinkles that will give you a little bit of depth and a bit of meat, a little bit of options, so to speak, if you're looking to add more to your pro formation series. So that's what we're going to do today, and I'll get right into it. I got about 12 or 14 clips, so we'll have a look. We'll take a look. As I said, I've been running this for quite a long time. Uh, okay, I've been running this for quite a long time, and you can see from this first, but this is 2013, so I'm going back. This is my very first year as offensive coordinator, and one of the very first things that I always say for me, and if you've watched any of my other videos on this channel or whatever, I'm a huge component of formations and motions. Okay, I think it's cheap in store. I think it gives the defensive coordinator something to think about. It can put defenses in binds because, as you know, yeah, as we always say, we're not versing the DC. We're versing the guys on the field. And if you can put them in a conflict or put them in a situation where they're not comfortable, that can usually result in good things for you. Anyway, this is our first clip of the little series. We're all in pro look in the set. For me, the stuff around it can change. You can see in this one we got a tight end on it, and we're still in two back looks. That changes all the time. We can be in a five man line. I always have my two running backs split the guards right down the middle, and they're 1 yard back from the QB. Now I've always had them level. I know not everybody does that. Is bothered about that, but I've always had them level, and that's just my own personal preference. And something I might think with seeing other people do other stuff down the line. But that's how I've done. So when you look at my offensive running, they usually uh, equilateral and uh, split to the guard down the middle. In this clip, we're going to run um, a slow screen to the right. And so what we do is we're gonna our first little wrinkle or a simple addition that you can add to anything. We just used to call this uh, like flair or whatever it was whatever we used to call it at that point in time. the verb is changed. You can call it whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. We've called it shark in the past. Whatever the motion is to get that back out there. So if we know that we're going to, if we can know we're going to run the play to the right, which means that our H back is going to get the football now when I walk because the play's going to the right. That's how we would draw it up if we were in 2-by-2. Now get that extra second man in the backfield. I know we're like in the backfield. It was playing R. Okay, all he's going to do pre-snap, he's run behind the QB and the other running back, and you can see all he's going to do is run a bubble, a nice bubble. And why do we run that bubble? I know we always ask questions, and we should always ask questions. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? When we run a process, that box gets stacked. Okay, which sometimes can help our pass game. But usually when you run that pro set, you get 8 in the box or 9 in the box, depending on how comfortable defenses are. So you can see they're stacking the box here. They are bringing pressure. I think it's third and something. So we're looking to hit them with a slow screen. The way this runs out is that you can see that nobody goes. There's no tail. There's no give. So for the QB, really, he has the choice there of throwing that screen, the hot screen, or continue on with the play in its purest form. He doesn't take that quick throw, even though he fakes it. Look, he doesn't take it. He pumps it and then goes back across the grain to the original play the play that we called, which was slow screen right. Our back gets it, turns it upfield, and we make a great first down and a little bit more. Okay. One of the common themes, in especially this little video, is getting those backs in motion. Always creates issues for defensive coordinators and for defenses because they have to declare. Not when you motion somebody, they have to roll or have to declare. And we like that. It gives us an idea what we can do, what we can build off of it. Okay. In motion, we come back across, hand the ball off. Nice simple screen pass to the zero. Now in this look, this H back is actually our H wide receiver. We just moved him in. He was a hybrid. He did both jobs. Fantastic athlete. He did a great job. In this clip, we have a hybrid H and a traditional R, a traditional fast, speedy back. Nice mix up. Bring it in. So right there, all we're doing is adding that second back. All these is window dressing if you want it to be. If a QB wants to check first and dump it off, he can. If you just want to use that guy as bait and throw him out there and make him declare, again, it's a great avenue you can do it. A nice simple thing to add. And it's simple teaching and simple simple instructions. Easy to do. All you got to do is rep it. Okay. Also, you can see in this clip now, we're still my offense running it. That one was from 2013, it's from 2015. You can see that we're still in that pro back look. You can see that our backs are still equally level. That's just my personal thing. It's nobody else's. There's no right or wrong on any of that. That's just me. That's how I do it. Now you can see that we've got a bigger body fullback type in there. Quick feet, we're a bigger body type. And one of the things that I love to do when we're in pro, because we do 3 things in pro, is that we go outside, we cross, and we lead. Those are my 3 biggest things in the pro game. We run outside zone, we cross, and we lead. So in this situation, we're just going to call a lead left. When we call a lead left, we're going to get our height back. It could go either way, especially if they're 2 backs of the same stature. Doesn't matter. But in this situation, our bigger body guy is playing a height, so we're going to call a pro lead left. In that situation, he's going to go first into the hole. It will probably be like a dive type of run, blocking wise for the line. He's just going to lead it in, and our back's going to follow him. You can see it on the snap. He just takes that normal handoff. If that running back wasn't in, if that high back wasn't in, it would still be that same play. But we got is that guy that's leading the way, and all we ask our running back to do is follow his lead blocker, hit him, hit to his back, and just plow through it. If he's not making any yards, hit him and make him move. But in this case, you can see our fullback does a great job, seals that edge inside that hole, and our running back starts through and makes it easy touchdown. Okay, one more time. You can see that we're just following our fullback into the hole. Nice, simple execution of a play. Great if you've got a lot of body types. If you're blessed to have a lot of athletes with different body types and you want to get them involved, pro is a great way of doing it, where you can get them both carrying the football, you can get them both blocking, etc., etc. Also, awesome wrinkle to add to your arsenal. If you are thinking of adding the pro gun, or if you would run it and just looking for new things to put into it. Okay, this is another lead. It's the same two backs. It's not the same game. This is the final from 2015. We see the same thing applies. Okay, we're in that pro look. You can see that we are, as we always are in my situation. I want them to be symmetrical. You'll see that they're still going to lead to the left. Get that big body going. You can see that open up, still running that play. He's looking for work, and our little running back's following him. First to the hole. Big first down, nice chunk of yardage. Watch it again. Takes the handoff. We're going to follow that back through. Make a big gain. So far we got motion and we got lead. Okay. 2015 again. Still got pro back look. Now we've gone back to what I call R's, or running backs. Okay. And when we're running backs, we can do two things off this. Back in this time, we had option built into our run game, and this is one of the things that we did when we're running the option off of our pro look. You can see that we can hand the ball off in a straight dive or ISO, and our running back is going to run around and keep his track 4-1 ratio. And our QB should run with him. He doesn't do a great job of there. Hand the ball off, and our running back bursts up. Okay, want to take another look at that. See our back to symmetrical. That's just me. Don't worry about that. Do what you do. We want the defense to crash in on that running back, so that our QB can keep it and pitch it. After we've run 2 or 3 of these, keeping them honest, giving us an answer to that built in, which we do. We pick up big yards on that play again. Just straight vertical run from our running back. It's nothing fancy. We want to get north fast, get vertical. And you can see that our running back does a great job of running that relationship on the option, even though our QB doesn't do the best job in the world of doing it. Okay, so that's the one part of it. Now the flip side of that play, okay, is we're still in that 2-back look. We've still got 2 running backs in, okay. You can see that we've run that inside ISO quite a few times. Now our QB will pull it because all the defenders are diving in, trying to take away that short inside run. Our QB pulls it. We've got a decent relationship with our R. He just runs it. Nice simple pitch. And we go ahead and make the first down off of it. Key to this play is that what we do on this when we're in this situation is if we're running inside zone or we're running dive inside, the back not involved, we'll just run a track to the outside, almost like a swing route, and our running back and our QB will run an option off of it. That's another wrinkle that we add. So now we've got dive, now we've got lead, we've got a flash, and then we've got option. 3 wrinkles already built in 3 plays. Just that you can get those legs under your pro look if you so wish to do so. Watch it again. Because they all bite down that running back because we run inside and really pushing that vertical inside. keep it, pitch it. And our running back does a great job of getting north. So the clip of it, okay, you can see we're still in those two running backs. The plays that you can run differ when you can plug and play different styles of running backs. So if you're blessed to have lots of people, you can do more. It's a great way. It's a great way of implementing all your athletes into what you do. Okay, you can see we're still in that same situation. They're going inside again. We're inside the red zone here. You can see it. We're going to initiate the contact. We're getting our height back vertical. And then we've got our QB and our running back running the option to the left-hand side. So we'll be running the vertical north and the option backside. We want the D-line and the backers to crash in. We force that by running the ball in the interior enough so they crash. And when they start to crash, our QB knows that it's time to pull it, exploit the space to the outside. He does this, a little bit of a low pitch, but you can see our running back is too good. It does a great job of just walking into the end zone. There's the handoff. There's the touchdown. Okay. This clip there, I wanted to show different variations of it, and not all the stuff that I do, I have on film, or is of good quality to use. So now you can see this is a game from Europe, from Austria. The Raiders are in pro formation. What I like about this clip is that they're in pro, but this running back, this R, for me, will be R, and H. 31 will be the R, 24 will be the H. The R is a step back, and he's a step back for a reason, and that's to make, it's still a pro look, a pro gun or split back, but he's back because they want to get that flash, that jet out as fast as possible in the speed. So there's no bevel on the back. He just gets out there really. It's just a vertical, horizontal out at speed. Okay. So again, we asked the why. Why are we running that? Why are we running that horizontal out? But you want to get this apex back in trouble because they're going to run double slants over here probably, or double hit or post slant or whatever. Okay, so they want to vacate that area and they want to flood the backs into the space, putting this defender in conflict. They flash him out. You can see that they run double. Oh, he's running a hitch, a hunter hitch, and he's running probably the same. Okay, so this backer now is in conflict because the safety has to honor this guy here, has to honor this receiver. The backer now has two people to cover because the H is now going on a swing rate as well. So the H is running a swing, and then the R is going to keep on his track and turn it into a wheel. He does a great job of moving his feet, gets him on the fly. It's a great touchdown. A great, well drawn example of how to attack a defense and put them in conflict just by pushing that guy out and making the matchup of 4v2 or 4v3 work in your favor. You see, he goes out fast and vertical. This guy is the apex defender on this play. It's his job to get that back. But because 34 is also coming out, that puts him in a real sticky situation. The two inside breaking routes from receivers occupy the other linebacker, occupy the safety. He could have dumped that football to the back to 34, but he kept the play alive, elongated it, and then once he saw that backer was in trouble, he just threw it over the top of him, executed it to perfection. Great example. And that's one of the things that, if you want to take that and use yourself, that's so easy to install, so cheap and easy to install. It's literally is worth everybody taking the time to add that to the offense if you're not already doing it. Okay, again, we're back with the Raiders. It's the same game, it's a different drive. They're going to use that flash motion again. You can see that what I do appreciate and like is that R back is one step back from the H, which makes when he runs those flashes, those jets, there's no bevel, there's no loss of speed. He gets vertically and fast. Okay, so they're going to flash it again, but this time it's just like us when we run the option. Really, they're going to use that motion to occupy the defense, make them declare. You can see the safety's got out with the 31. The middle linebackers always run 31. They're going to run inside with the H. The back can't get back into him, and it's a nice little simple play using motion to manipulate the defense. So using motion in the pro back game is a nice equalizer, a nice chunk of mental wins you can take from that. Motion it out. The back is always on this guy. He's trying to look at both. The safety's flashing down because you think 31's going to get the screen pass. And they hand it off, and he just gets vertical. And nice touchdown. Great wrinkle, guys. Cheap easy and stuff. If you're still running inside zone left or inside zone right, and you flash it, and all you got to do is add that back in and flash it to create conflict. Easily done. Cheap install, guys. You get north, and that's cool. Great wrinkle, great addition. Okay, we're back to my own film. You can see that we're in two backs now. Again, the rest of it is irrelevant. Whether we got two receivers to the right, two receivers to the left, none of that matters in this aspect of the talk. All we're focusing on is the pro back scenario. Okay, one of my biggest things for me is that since day one, I've always ran running back cross from pro, and we run running back cross because we want to get that mesh and that timing right, so it makes the two backers on the outside stay home. They can't crash. They can't commit. They have to stay back and honor that cross. Okay, so if you're running that cross, you're either going to take a man or get the ball. We want to get that timing really clean so that they almost look like they're touching, so that the defenders can't see who's getting the ball and who's going out on a route or blocking. Okay, so in this play, you can see that we've already ran that the small guy with the lead 3 or 4 times in different games. We're never going to give the bigger bodied guy the football. And you can see in this clip right now, we still run cross to this day every week, regardless. You can see that we're going to take that step. The guy who's not got the football goes first. If you're getting the football, you have to lay that 1,000 in your head, so you don't go at the same time. So if you're not getting the football, you're going to go first. Flash across the QB's face. Look for work. You can see that he's now going to seal the inside. And that gives our H-back, our fullback in this situation, the opportunity to get the football against the grain. And we just trundle up the field and make a big first down. Okay, let's watch it again. See, for me, our backs are symmetrical. That's just my personal preference, as I keep saying. You do whatever you want. Okay, so our right side back goes first because he's not getting the football. He's going to flash across QB's face, engage one of these 3 guys who are crashing in, and then our H is basically going to follow him, behind him, and we just get north. Nice, simple play. This might have actually been power. So we run on this play. But the cross would apply whether we were running power or zone or counter. The cross would still be there to cross our running backs. Okay, I'll put this one in because this is for 2020, and this is Dallas running that same cross. It's at the pro levels, bit better quality clip, but they're running that same cross. Okay, so they don't do a great job of avoiding that the handoff, the mesh. The H just flashes across the front of the QB, similar to what we do, and then R gets the handoff and goes as fast as possible. The principle of this play is that the guy coming across the face first is going to look for work, unless he's on a route. He's going to look for work and take on the first, in this situation, non-white jersey he sees, And if they're running inside zone left off of this play, then the R is just going to run his inside zone track, his inside zone rules. You see there, great job of engaging that guy, takes him out of play completely. There's a lane there for our running back to run into on the zone. Gets second level, picks up 4 or 5 yards. Nice, easy thing there. Nice, easy run. Okay, so again, watch it one more time. I would still that inside that fake first inside, but that's just me personally. However, it's going that fast that these guys can't really see who's going to get the football until it's too late. This the end is blitzing, but the backer does a great job of taking him on, engaging him, takes him out the play, and the offense gains 5 yards. Okay, now we talk about compliments and adding on to stuff, and this is what we do too. And this is one of our compliments, and we call it crossfire in my playbook. It's where the running backs are going to cross and both run arrows. Okay. Now, when you run that cross a few times, they'll start crashing in, and that gives you the opportunity to do more stuff with it. So they're still in that nice pro look. You can see that H come across the QB's face first. Now, on the clip previous, he chipped that 90 and took him out. In this case, he's now going to run an arrow. Big first down. Easy pitch and catch. Okay. Easy completion for your QB. It doesn't matter how good a QB you got, how weak at arm, or how raw or how rookie is. Easy pitch and catch. For me, I would have that R running that arrow as well. I don't know why he's not on this one, but I'm not the offensive winner for this team. But that's what I do. You run the double arrows just to keep them all occupied. But you can see that we've got great blocks from our receivers there, great blocks from the receiver there. It's basically a 1v1, which we like. Gets the arrow, turns it upfield. Guys, when you're getting the football in the hands of your playmakers, and usually they're going to be your fast receivers or your running backs who are great with ball in hand and in space. This is ideal just to give them touches and get them the ball. Much like running jet, is having your receiver come across and get the ball. Getting your players the touches, no matter how you get them there, whether you're handing it off, whether it's a short pass, whether you're using window dressing to get there, it doesn't matter how we do it as long as we achieve it. So we cross, he turns it into an arrow. Simple catch, simple pitch, nice 20-yard gain, simple stuff. Easy to teach, easy to add to your offense. If you've already got pro formation in your offense, this is a winner. And easy to do, and you can get this down within 5 minutes of your practice time. Okay? Get back a touch. And we've just seen this, the Raiders do this in Europe. This again is just straight up flash from our H this time. And you can see that they are staggered a little bit like the Raiders were in their version of it. To give that outside release quickly. He's just going to go in motion. He's literally running up horizontal. He's not turning it up. Gets the football. Makes the first down. He's literally an elongated screen. If they were in trips, this would be a bubble screen. But they've got there by manoeuvring the back into it and creating a trips aspect of it, which I'd still really like. We spoke about that in the video the other day about motion into trips and orbit. I like how we motion into trips. Now, if you watch the clip, what did the defense do? Absolutely nothing. So now they've gone it to a 3v3. Okay, a 3v3, and these guys are going to get most dangerous man. Which basically means the safety is going to be the running back's guy. They grip it and rip it. Okay. So we talk about getting most dangerous man. For me, he would have gotten this guy here. but he said goes for safety. He's probably why they didn't score. Okay, but it's a nice simple pitch, catch, get vertical, make as many yards as you can, and get a first and goal. Okay, guys. I just wanted to show you guys a few clips of ways to optimize your use of the Pro gun, the split back series, whatever you call it, whatever you want to do this. One of my favorite things in football, and one of the things that I live in my own offense. Um, Hopefully, the stuff there you're seeing that you like and stuff you can take on board and use for yourselves. Football is a stealing game, and we all steal and we all take. So anything that we can do to help other guys come across and better themselves, that we're all for. Appreciate you guys jumping on and taking a watch. But today I'll leave you there for now. So I will see you all again very, very soon. Take care.